100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the...
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Smith here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Come on, set 91.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zach Cunningham. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the car.
Watson on first down, staying on his feet. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing, and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. It's going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Panthers coming out now.
Ready.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable rush coming, and he's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
60 outlaw.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop. Let's go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check right, check right.
Here's Watson, forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson, flush to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun now on third down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Go, set. 18 Gator.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Tackles.
Now Fournette.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's taken to the 26. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Call that a gain of 11 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Fournette, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 2nd and 7, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught, Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Beverly. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fournette on the counter. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
15 line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the home side to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense, and there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, let me go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That right now, that's That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Under pressure, they got him again. Zach Cunningham. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and he's going to go down again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby. Ready, break.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Carolina, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for
big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.